Just two Murphs talking hoops. The journey to June has made it to what I like to call the real NBA season. That's right, folks. It is not the beginning of April. It's April 20th. But the playoffs, they have started.
It's today. The beginning of April. It's the NBA. You're right. You're right.
It is on. We have finally made it to the season we've been waiting for, the playoffs. I know as a Celtics fan, it feels like it's been months before we had anything to play for. But, Coach, we're here. How good is it feel, man?
We're back. J2M's back, baby. Just two Murphs talking hoops.
And we finally have something to talk about. All this buildup all year, we are here. There's so much to talk about, but we got to come out right out of the gates with this. It would obviously not be the NBA playoffs without the Miami Heat and Boston Celtics matching up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot already.
And it's happening.
Coach's corrections.
We found out.
Just tell him before you tell him what I text you. I am trusty sidekick, Coach Murph. Podcast P, Cozy P, Prediction P. There's so many P's. Podcast Paul, my elder brother. We are the Murphy brothers. And here we are. And just two Murphs talking hoops. We love this journey. Thank you for listening. We're on YouTube. It's our second YouTube.
Very exciting.
Together on our channel. Please subscribe. We got to get all that stuff out of the way. And just let's have some fun, Paul.
Yeah.
We really have no script, Paul and I. We talk and text and we bond together. We do this once a month. This is our brother time, but
we did it once a month during the regular season, but now that we're in the playoffs, we get on when we get on, remember?
And since everybody and their mother has a podcast now, you might as well have one too, because our relationship is better now. Isn't this great? We were talking about it yesterday. It's blossomed, our relationship, and just this dream that we're literally living, and I was just talking before we go on, trying to grow. I've been trying to grow and get likes and subscribers and all that. You always hear these success stories about people just not caring about that anymore. They're going through that grind. Like Burton just popped in my head. The Burton snowboard guy, I watched the documentary, and he was trying to get it out, trying to get the boards out. And then he's just like, I'm done. I'm just going to make boards for fun, for the love of it, for people. And all of a sudden,
the only thing that you need to think about right now is getting wacky.
Sorry, I had my rant. Now I'm done. Back to the Celtics. You bring me back, Paul.
Well, what I was going to say is the only thing that you got to think about right now is being wacky and weird, because that's what's happening. We're here.
Zany, like the little Professor JT says, zany time. And I'm not going to pick my ears so much. It was our first YouTube video last time. I don't care. I'm carefree. Just try to let go and not think about that. But I'm like picking my ear, and it was a little too.
It's good. It's a good look, man.
But then you get to see yourself. You're like, oh goodness. But that's part of the process. Like Podcast P, trust the process. He says.
That's right.
So happy April 20th on Saturday, day one of the playoffs. So Paul was right. This is the beginning of April. Playoffs game one. Go ahead, P.
We have the play-in game or the play-in tournament, whatever you want to call it, behind us, because that's all that is. It's just a play-in tournament. The teams have been decided. Yeah. We got our 8 seed. So, yes, yesterday was great because we found out Miami's playing the 1 seed, which is Boston. And then later, I don't know if you caught it or not, but my boy Murphy III knocking down shots for the Pelicans.
Of course I caught it. Murphy III.
They were 6-0.
Paul Ignatius Murphy is the third podcast. Paul. We let the whole name out. So anyway, what happened for the kids?
The Kings lost to the Pelicans 6 times in a row this year, 0-6. So there you go, man. The Pelicans are now playing OKC. But before we get in and talk about our Celtics, because obviously we're wearing our green, and I had to put on my legend shirt, because if we're going to get ready for a real good run to June, we got to have Larry present. We'll get there. But before we jumped on
Larry's
today,
present. I love your legend shirt. The birds in the back here. Not planned. Nothing's planned here.
But here's the deal. Go. As much as we want to talk green, when I looked at the matchups, because we're going to stay in the first round, we'll do a little predictions now like we've done all year. Now that we're in the playoffs, we'll do some of that. But first round, if you look at all the matchups that are exciting and the things I want to talk about right now, it's all out of the West. There might be one in the East that we'll get to, but let's just start with what happened with the Pelicans. Pelicans playing OKC. That's an 8-1 seed. That's going to be a fun matchup. We got tonight. We got Lakers Nugs.
4 games.
That's the 2 seed against the 7 seed. That's going to be a great matchup. Yeah. We got Clippers Mavs. How cool is that? That's going to be a battle.
You know, I've been talking I've been talking about the Clippers and Mavs, but especially the Clippers. Dude, it's awesome. If you're a real NBA fan like us, a basketball fan, I just like get the stuff out of the way. There's a lot of hate in the NBA. Just have fun. It's so entertaining. It's so exciting right now, especially in being in the Green Nation, but all around. Anyway, continue to
put on the glasses.
4 games today. Right now, the Magic, it's 35. Orlando Magic versus Cleveland Cavaliers 46.
Yeah. We'll get there. But the other matchup that I'm excited about, it's actually happening later today. Again, in the West. Everything I mentioned in the West. Suns, Wolves. That might be one of the better matchups right there.
Prediction P said Timberwolves. That was a very listen. It was really easy for me to. I was great with the Knicks call and everything. And I called the Knicks at the very beginning. I sent Paul that. That was in October. I called. You're like, what's your dark horse? What's that team? All the way to June. I'm like, the Knicks. And look what they've done. But you called Timberwolves in OKC. And I'm like, being first, I'm like, wow. And that's what's exciting because we have a new face. We have this Ant character we're all loving and embracing. Right?
That's going to be a good matchup.
He just keeps growing. And then Shea. And, these young guys, boy. They can. And so we have a whole new it's the end of this era, right? The LeBron era. And it's time for a new face soon. It's cool.
So here's a question right out of the gate. Staying in the West. We're not even in the East yet. Out of all those matchups I mentioned.
Yep.
Who's going to be the upset? Not all these top seeds are going to get out of the first round, Coach. Remember last year, the Miami Heat beat the number 1 Bucks.
I'm off my rails. You know that.
So who is it? Are the Lakers going to beat the Nugs?
Oh, so good, Paul. You know what? Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, here we go. Boom. So let's do it. Check, microphone check, because I'm on the calendar here. We'll be seeing each other. We'll do it in early May. We're going to be, because we're on tomorrow. Celtics tomorrow, baby, versus Heat. All right, let me stay on track.
We'll get there.
It's so hard for me to stay on track. Just roll me. It's insane right now.
It's the playoffs. It's wacky and weird.
Well, no, I love it. Wacky, weird. Back to the Lakers and Nugs. Yes, because we knew they squeaked in, LA.
Oh, no. By the way, folks, this is real time on YouTube. Folks, that's not a good sign.
Oh, wait, did something fall? Oh, yes. It's a great sign. It just made it. Yes. I missed it. My eyes were down. See what happens? Hand down, man down. You got to keep your head up. You got to keep your eyes up on the ball. You can't be dribbling down here. Coach Murph was dribbling down here.
All right, sorry. Continue.
I didn't even see it fall. That's a great sign. Don't look at it as a bad sign. Because now you had to go fix who? You had to give him a little help. Who? Who was up there hanging?
You don't know who that is?
Dude, Jason Tatum.
Thank you.
What are the odds that you have a hanging shirt? And I got this hanging from my ceiling. It took me like 10 minutes. I had to nail it. I was having technical difficulties. It was hilarious. Podcast Paul gave me a thumbs down.
I didn't even do that.
That's awesome. This is weird. We got some weird juju going on.
It is getting so wacky and weird right now. Who was that? Someone just gave us a thumbs down. Was that one of our listeners?
Yeah, let's just say that was one.
Was that Ted?
You anyway. That's going to be cool when we're on real time like that. That's another.
Wow. Okay. We got to reel it in here.
No.
Back to Lakers Nugs.
But anyway, Paul has, I didn't know he was going to have a t-shirt of just Jason Tatum in the back, black tee, number 0. And I got mine hanging here. All that weird stuff just happened because this man is going to kill it.
Great production here on Just Two Murphs Talking Hoop.
No, we're the best, dude. 0 turnovers. He's not gonna have zero turnovers, but he's gonna have less.
Back to Lakers Nugs.
Back to Lakers. Here we go. We're having fun, man. Who cares? We're the best, dude. All right, so we're gonna go. I don't have to go in details. Let's just do the calls. I'm going Lakers. Are you going Nuggets? Let's just make these predictions.
Wow.
Crazy predictions.
So what about Suns Wolves?
Well, about you? You got to do the predictions now, and then we'll go back.
The Nugs are going to take down the Lakers.
Yeah, good. So I was against you that, but I just was saying they squeaked in, and this is LeBron's last year. Nobody, I don't feel like anybody's talking about AD. What he's been doing work, and he's healthy. Yep. He's one of the most dangerous players in the NBA, if not. I stopped myself from saying it. Not better than the Joker, but he's right there with the Joker. If anybody is with him, who is it? AD. He's the one right next to, yeah. So there you go. And the rest of the team, we got this kid. We got, I am him. What do they say? I am him. What do they do? I hate that.
Oh, Austin Reeves.
I hate when people say that. And I hate when people say on God. I'm like, oh God. Austin Reeves has grown into another place. So they have the triple threat, and they have other players. They got the whole squad there, man. What else do you want to talk about?
I'm actually excited when I think about upsets.
That's today at 8:30 p.m. Sorry to cut you off.
The upset that I'm looking at, again, we're staying in the West here, is Pelicans Thunder. I think the Pelicans, as much as I've loved my OKC, I called them to be right there till the end, I didn't call them to be the 1 seed, but to be up there.
Yeah.
You know, they've never been in the playoffs. They've never been challenged. I think the Pelicans take down OKC.
They've never been challenged.
That's if Zion comes back.
That's a crazy upset.
If Zion comes back. It's
not that crazy because both teams are so inexperienced. It's all about experience in the playoffs. It doesn't matter how good you are. I said, like you said, it's real time now. Like I said about the Bulls. Like it was funny. I was like, Paul, nope. By 20, I was being crazy saying the Bulls are going to beat the Heat by 20. But the Bulls played an amazing game before. You know, the whole team rocked. But they total choke job against the Heat. And like it can go any way when it comes to playoffs. It doesn't matter. You got to have more experience. So either team can win that. They're both young, OKC, and both dangerous.
I should have put a footnote on that one though. That's if Zion comes back.
Exactly.
I don't know how I don't know how bad his injury is.
It doesn't matter though because they can't just do it with the two. They're not deep enough. OKC is not deep enough. So that's I like that call though because the Pelicans are a great team too, man. So what else we got?
And the other matchup in the West that this is going to be a war. Mavericks Clippers. Who's going to come out of that one?
That's what I love the most because I love Luka. Who doesn't love Luka? I love Kyrie too. Like I've had a love-hate relationship with Kyrie. I think a lot of us do, but I'm not hating on Kyrie anymore because I don't know. I just got to that place. I don't know if you are now. He's a player, man. He is one of the most. They talk about it. He's as one of the best of all time already. His dribbling, his scoring, I don't know, man. They're dangerous. They're dangerous, but they're not.
I mean, bottom line, taking out predictions.
I'm picking Dallas.
What's that?
Picking Dallas.
You're going Dallas in that one.
Yeah, because they're gonna get over this hump. They're clicking more. I see more Luka and him clicking. They're not deep enough. I want to go say Clippers because I called them in the West from the beginning, remember? But I'm going Dallas on that one. I love that matchup though. That's my favorite one because so all out of all of them. But Lakers Nuggets, come on. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's incredible. I can't wait to see
either way, predictions or not, like I just mentioned. You look at these matchups in the West, it's going to be a bloodbath, man. Like these teams, whoever comes out of the West, they're going to earn it.
Yeah, and like you said yesterday, like this is where we're going to see the real basketball now, better basketball. Where's better defense, less threes, like you were saying. I think we're going to see more. Who knows? Because it's a three, but we're just going to see a better defensive game overall. So which is going to generate a better game. In period. It's going to look and I hopefully see some. And the officials are on point where they find that good common ground because we've been so high and low with that back and forth. That's been the whole thing. I hope the playoffs, they just let them play, Yeah. Too much, like you were saying, too much criticism. We can't stop nitpicking. We got to stop nitpicking everything. because that's one way. Oh, the refs didn't make a call. That should have made a call. Now it's like always swinging pendulum. This life we live in the NBA, just not nitpick at all and just let it be. Because they're having bad calls always. They always were. Anyway.
All right, on to the East.
On to the East. It's today.
So thank you, NBA schedule. Because of you, I'm going to be feeling very cozy. Because I'm going to be waking up in my jammies, my Celtics jammies, because here in the Pacific time, the Celtics are playing at 10 a.m. So I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to get cozy. I'm going to wear my jammies, and I'm going to settle in. Too, like I mentioned from the top.
I'm listening. I'm going to settle in. I got to put my bottoms on. I'm only wearing my boxers right now.
There you go. Because I'm going to settle into.
Sorry, folks. I'll show off my biceps, but not the bottoms.
The Miami.
Here I am. Put the shorts on, Paul. We're good.
The Miami-Boston matchup. I am so excited
you called it hardcore. I was wrong. Coach was wrong. Humble pie. You were right about the Heat. I was right about the Bulls. I thought there was like no Jimmy. No way. But they showed up.
We'll be back after a quick break.
If you're really into podcasts like I am, and have thought at times like, I'm listening to these great podcasts, I could also do this. I could get on here and get my voice heard. But where do I start? How do I do a podcast, right? Well, fret no more, because the answer is Buzzsprout. They can make podcasting easy, inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And Buzzsprout, it's hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And they'll get your show online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. And it'll happen within minutes of finishing your recording. Again, podcasting, it's not hard. Look at me and the coach. We've been doing this. We're having fun. But you got to find the right partners. And the team at Buzzsprout, they're passionate about helping you succeed. So when I join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get your message out to the world, all you need to do, follow the link in the show notes. In our show notes right here, let Buzzsprout know we sent you, and they're going to give you a $20 credit. It's going to be on that second paid invoice, a $20 credit if you sign up for a paid plan, and it's going to help support our show. Buzzsprout, the easy, fun way to start your podcast. If we're expecting this Celtics team, which I know we are, to make a long run into June, what a better way to start than to cleanse your soul. That's right. You got to remember how it all ended for them last year. We were down 0-3. As a reminder, everybody, 0-3 to the Heat. We came back and almost made history. We won 3 in a row. We had a whole podcast on it. The coach and I were excited. We got to Game 7 in the Garden, home crowd, and we laid an egg.
So total egg, and this couldn't be scripted even better, man. Like they always say, this couldn't be scripted better, because if we did play the Bulls, it wouldn't be as fulfilling. We'd go look back. Oh, we didn't get by the. So we crush the Heat. But then they'll be like, oh, I didn't have Jimmy. Who cares, though? We just take down the Heat. Tyler, they played well.
Well, I got to say, I'm not playing this game this year. Yes, I will be cozy, and I'm going to enjoy myself. But I'm not going to be the Celtics fan that gets on this morning, getting excited about the playoffs, saying, oh, yeah, we're going to sweep the Heat. They stink. Playing that game.
We're done.
This is the 3rd year in a row of this team. I respect this team. They deserve their respect. Coach Spo versus Coach Joe. This is a big test for Coach Joe.
We're growing.
We are growing, but listen, let's not underestimate, like you just said, they don't have Jimmy buckets. But you know what? Last year, Jimmy didn't even play. Obviously, he played well.
It wasn't even him that was dominating. Yeah,
that's right.
Remember Strauss? Who else was killing us?
No, Strauss is gone, but the other guy that plays for them right now that has the braids.
He did work on us. Yeah.
What's his name?
The Captain Morgans.
No. That's the rookie. We'll get the guy from last year that was knocking down.
Crushed it.
No, he was the MVP for the series last year, and he didn't do anything in the finals. He showed up against the Celtics. What's his name? Ted, we need you.
Oh man, no, I'm looking.
If this guy shows up again, what's his name?
Miami
He's like
Heat
a G
last
leaguer.
year. He's not on the squad anymore.
All right, give me. We have to. Okay, real time. We got to get the roster. Hold on.
Was it last year's roster?
In this year, he's on this year's team.
Oh, just the roster. It's easy. I'm just forgetting, dude. I got too much going on. My head's gonna explode. So I got it right here, boss. We got like I said, Jacquez Jr. We joke because he looks like a pirate. That was Paul's call.
No. The guy that was the MVP for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Martin.
There you go. Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
He was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP last year.
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't even look that up.
This bum. Sorry, Ted. Right. Caleb. So, I mean, I bring that up because you just said it, Coach. It's the playoffs. This is a different season. Yes, the Celtics had a record-breaking year. They won 64 games. One of the top Celtics teams in history, by the way. I think it's like the third best record-wise Celtics team ever. Okay, but
I got stuff for you for later.
Miami plays defense, so I do not think this is going to be a sweep.
No,
I think we're going to win in 5 games. That's my prediction.
We're so like I was just thinking about the weather around here, how we feel. Like I gotta get over it. As you're speaking, I was like, I this is what I said to you too. I'm like, if this isn't the year, I'm done. This is it. I'm done. That's gotta stop. That's nonsense. That's the that's the general pop. Jason Tatum falling down. He's just falling down, baby. He can't do it on his own. He needs his squad. So on that note, look behind me. I've been hiding. It's backwards, but it says unity, like Rick James. Unity. Jason can't do it alone.
No. But I agree. We are a team. We have amazing players. Porzingis is going to be a difference maker. But this man, when you say growth, he's our star. He's our guy. I just want him. And by the way, it's not 40 points a game. It's the rebounds. It's the assists. It's everything else that he's been doing this year. It's not jacking up threes, Jason Tatum.
Presence.
See this picture? The reason why I put this up there, kept falling down. I want to see more of this. Going to the hoop.
He does to the hoop. I mean, we don't even have to see more of it. He does that now. Like that's what we see. We've been seeing. That's what we wanted to see a few years ago, right? We're always like, I want to see more of that. But we are. He was driving hard to the rack.
Much better.
He's a spiritual warrior, man. That's what it is. He's a warrior. It's all just coming together. There's no injuries. Like it's all there. No zing, no ring. Drew, they're all there. And do not forget Derek White. God, he's such an essential part of that team.
It's going to be so much fun to watch.
We talked about podcast Paul and all the special the terms. He's like trade of destiny. How many years ago did you say that? Talk about growth. I'm so happy for that man. So humble. We have the squad, dude. And Big Al, keep going, man. Look at Peyton Pritchard. I was like, I knew he could do what he can do. He's coming up. Hey, Will the Wise, how do you feel about Peyton Pritchard? If you're listening, you better be listening.
Prolific P?
Bet you feel a little bit better, don't you? Because we have the best chemistry in the league. Everybody's scared of us, and they're having fun. And they have that second unit, man. That bench was a lot. It's a lot of fun. You know who they are? Name them up.
Again, I was so excited last night when I found out our opponent. This is the way it was meant to be. And to be able to start it off cozy in my jammies, for it to be Miami. Again, we got to
say that like 2 more times.
We got to cleanse the system. We have to let's get it right out of the system away. This was the team we needed to start off with.
We had no idea.
I want a little bit of war. I wanted them to be challenged a little bit. We need that. But this is going to be absolutely crucial for their run to June if it's going to happen, because they got to get over the Miami mental hump. For whatever reason, they have this Miami thing.
The Miami mental hump. Nice. Miami mental hump. And I always lump them into the Golden State. And they got over that, didn't they? Golden State was another hump too. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
They got over that, didn't they?
Yeah.
This year.
And listen, they look great against them in the regular season, but this is the playoffs, man. So it's going to be good. So we got to have a healthy respect. Ted's Miami Heat are back.
No expectations. They've helped us develop this. Like, it's been, I'm thankful now for this the journey of life. We're going through the highs and lows.
So it's going to be great.
Now.
And we'll probably, I'm even thinking with this pod, we might even check in weekly, man.
I like that. We're just going to go with the flow, man, because because
it starts tomorrow with the Celtics. That's Sunday.
And that's what we were doing anyway. We were doing a couple of weeks where we don't even put out content. People talk to me about the show and stuff, and they're like, pump out more content, bro. And I'm like, that's the problem. This is like a send-off thing. I'm going to be short and sweet, but it's not about pumping out all this content, right? Trying to do 10 things on a list. 1 or 2 things, multitask, that's great, but simple.
Now we got so much to talk about.
We do. We have more to talk about. It's less stressful too, dude. It's like we were like, it was awesome during the pandemic because we were in quarantine. So we just doing whatever. But I like once a week how you're feeling. That's cool because it's the playoffs and it's going to be cool.
So again, Sunday tomorrow is game 1. Then we have game 2 Wednesday. Game 3 is Saturday. So
good memory.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we get on.
It's going to figure itself out
it will, as it always does. But we'll see.
Like the pod calls us.
Right.
So that's where this has taken me.
Right.
As we grow
just tell me this, at least, Coach, that when we get on, if we do next week, that we're not down 0-3 again. Because I can't go through it.
That's 100% not happening. Like I can guarantee that without Zing. Like their second unit completely played. That was so cool to see. Svi killing it. Way to go, Svi. And just the whole line.
Because you got to remember last year, I feel
they're crushing it.
I feel you, but you got to remember last year when we matched up against Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we got on this podcast before the series. We're like, it's going to be a sweep. We're going to win in 5. We're talking all this.
That's why we don't.
And we went down 0-3.
It was awful.
I guess the good news is
it doesn't even matter. I can't even. It's a whole different identity. Like you keep saying, we don't have to go there anymore. We've talked about.
Well, you got to remember last year's team too. They didn't win any games at home. I want to see that change this year because their home record this year was like off the charts.
They were making history even when they were losing. What was the stat when they lost? Oh yeah, no free throws ever in a game. Do you see that?
I know that's this year's team. So I know, but
they were saying they're making history every game, even when they lose. I was crazy, and there was only 1 free throw in that game.
Yeah, but that's not a good stat. I don't like.
No, but that was history on both sides. It was a 1 free throw.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go back to it's halftime right now, real time. Game 1, Magic Cavs, 53 Cavs, 41 Magic. The Cavs are looking.
Well, that's who we're going to play. If we get out of the Miami series, that's who we're going to play next. The winner of Cavs Magic.
And people don't talk about them enough. But
so who do you want to match up against? Assuming we beat Miami.
But they're having Mobley and Mitchell, man. No, Donovan's.
Who do you want the Celtics to play in round 2 if we get there?
Round 2? No. I'm not.
It's going to be Cleveland.
Nope. I'm not talking.
I want you to talk about these 2 teams, Cleveland and
I'll
Orlando.
talk about them, but I'm not talking about round 2.
All right.
That's bad.
All right.
Full on. You know that. You know that we're staying right here, right now.
Staying in the moment. That's what we need the Cavs.
I'll just go to the 4 games we have today. So we have that 1 live game going on right now, and then there's 3:30 later today. Is the Suns Timberwolves? I'll call the Magic. All right, go ahead. Magic Cavs. You go first. Who's going to win the series?
The Cavs. No one's taking down Spider.
Okay, Bum. I feel the same way.
Spider.
Right, so, but they're crushing them anyway. That's the Suns, Timberwolves. Tough one. Gotta go. I'm going.
No. We were on the West. We're staying on the East now.
I know it's just the 4 games.
I get it.
So I'll stop. Those are just the 4 games going on.
Yeah. I want to stay on the East now.
Stay on the East. Sixers, Knicks are at 6 p.m.
There you go.
There's
the other. Remember, I said in the beginning here, all the matchups that are really cool in the first round are in the West. Except this one.
Yeah.
This one is going to be electric.
I'm going to be work on my fitness. I'm going to put my phone on and just watch NBA and go 20 a marathon.
What a cool series.
I'm running at least 6 miles. I'm going to watch Suns and Timbies. I'm going to watch Sixers and Knicks. And then I'm probably going to go bed, sleep. I get up early. Coach Murph.
You're going to miss that Lakers Nugs, huh?
Lakers Nugs, but I'm probably not going to stay up the whole thing. Man.
Yeah. You got to get your sleep for your Celtics tomorrow.
But you never know, though. I might be just on some juice, and maybe I'll just get another espresso. But I'm going to watch a little bit of the Lakers. It's 8:30 is early, so I'll watch like 9:30. Yeah. If I watch the first half, no, I don't know. I might just be too amped up. We'll see. I'll text you. I know you're watching that whole game. Paul's West Coast, first time listeners. I'm East Coast.
And now that I think about it, even though I just did this whole rant on the West Coast being the best matchups round one, this might be the best matchup of the entire round one. 76ers. Knicks, dude. Two cities, man. 1 hour away from each other.
The Knicks. I call that, man. I love that team. Brunson, all these like stars that have rose up, like so many of them this year.
Think about the fan base, though.
Jalen, Brunson, like all these young guys and mid 20 guys. They're shining. We're seeing a whole new rising of stars.
Think about that fan base. Like if you're in Philadelphia, it's an hour drive to watch the Knicks.
Hardcore cities, man. And Philly needs it. Uncle Nino. I hope you're listening. Good luck, dude. I got the Knicks in that though.
Ooh.
I have to because I got it from the beginning. In October 2023 in preseason, if you go back before this YouTube stuff, I had no idea about that Paul just created. Pretty cool, Paul. Like I say, faces for TV, not just radio or a pod. I said, Knicks, I have to stick with them, man. They're going to get through this first round.
I do believe, and you're probably going to agree, whoever comes out of this series is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
We got to see that. I want to see either one. I'm happy with seeing either one of those teams.
Wouldn't you say? Whoever wins this is going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep.
You feel that way?
Yep. Oh, totally.
Because I haven't even brought up Bucks Pacers yet.
I know. It's so weird. And then we we watch right over the Bucks. We can't do that. Not this. I can't. Why do we always do that? Bucks Pacers. Bucks are winning that. I'm sorry. Pacers aren't winning that.
Ooh, Giannis is out, right?
I know. But not
still picking him?
I know, but is that I misread, I think, if it was for the whole season, rest of the playoffs.
Not the whole series, but he'll be out the first few games.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought I misread it and said it was for the rest of the season.
No. But he'll be out the first few games.
That's why they're gonna win. They're gonna step it up and win. He's gonna get in there, game 3.
All right. Wow.
I just don't think
Halliburton's your guy.
He was. He wasn't just. I'm telling you, he was only my guy during the preseason.
So you're telling me that experience? We talked about this early on in the season. That experience that those kids got in the in-season tournament, him doing this to Dame, it's bad time. Halliburton,
but they fizzled out. You know that, but listen, they got it without the Greek. They're looking like they're gonna win that, but no, that's not gonna happen. And I'm excuse me, I mean preseason. I meant the tournament, the first year tournament where they did,
You do just a little stats for you. You do realize that since Doc has taken over the Bucks, they're under 500, and their offense has been worse under Doc Rivers than it was with AD and Griffith.
Yeah, I know that whole.
I don't know. The Doc thing is a little weird. I love you, Doc. I love you, but
I just have a gut feeling the Pacers aren't going to blow it, man.
All right, you're going Bucks.
I don't know why. That's just what I got. I just go with my gut, dude.
So you're going Bucks, Knicks the next round
because I don't think the Greek's gonna come back, man. And the Greek's the Greek, man.
All right,
we're not giving him because they won already. He's still here, man. They're still and they have a squad. They're deeper than the Greek. I'm not gonna get into it.
All right,
but I just have a feeling the Bucks are gonna win that. The Pacers are gonna fizzle out.
Okay,
just like the season, like they did for the NBA, the Cup,
Yeah.
It was so exciting and awesome for the league and for and Halliburton and all that, but not yet. They're not yet. No, that they're not. If they get by this, where are they going after that? They're not going anywhere after that. The Pacers aren't going deep, dude. Enough said. Moving on.
Lot of people, when I say a lot of all the experts out there are picking Celtics, Sixers, Eastern Conference Finals right now. That's if there's a healthy
Say that
Embiid.
against Celtics Sixers.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'm hearing that noise.
That's if it, but Embiid's not healthy right now. It's always about Embiid, man. That dude, I thought he was going to be healthy going to the playoffs. He got hurt again.
And like, it's unbelievable. Like, honestly, it's every single year.
Yep.
But it's not as bad. He's not going to be out the whole time, right? Same with Greek. He couldn't
see, and that's another reason why, bringing it back to our green, how can we not? That's another reason why I feel so good about our squad, because I know we've been sitting on here and, well, as long as they don't have injuries, well, here's the thing. Everybody can say that.
That is what we've been saying over and over.
No, but with our team, if someone goes down, it's not great, but we still have a great chance. These other teams, when one of their stars goes down, they got nobody. Right?
Yep. We have a second unit.
That being said,
anybody else is in the league. That's the whole thing. And they're having fun. It's the chemistry. It goes back all the way to the core of sports, and from novice to pro. They have their chemistry and energy there, like one unit, one beating heart. They're having fun too, man. And just they've nailed it. They're there. I've never seen such a solid squad before, ever. They never. And on that note, we got to get right into the quiz.
All right, let's go.
I was trying to find a good segue, but there is none. It's just going right into it this year. And the Boston Celtics had their best record in what season? If you guess, it's not this year.
No, I know that.
If you can guess this year's 19 something to the season with a record of how many games, go for it, Paul. You get 3 chances.
68 wins was their best year. Come on now.
Podcast Paul, baby. Not many people know that. If you guess the year right now, I'm going to lose it.
I'm probably going to get this one wrong, but I have to throw it out there just because I'm wearing the shirt. 1986.
I should have gave you a clue. But what year were you born?
1972.
See, this is interesting. Does that make you feel good, Juju?
Wow,
I was like, my brother was born in 72. And I was like doing my stuff because I'm doing my stuff, getting ready for the quiz and doing my finding what quiz I want to do. I was like, what should I do for a quiz? I could do this. Oh, I want to do something about who we haven't talked about yet. Let's pause on the quiz. Presidents, aka quote unquote the Prez, Brad. Can we give
executive of the year, of course.
Beyond that for me? I'm not going to go further into it, but the moves he made this year, and the moves he's been making, he needed to be in the upper room, and he's a great leader.
Oh yeah,
and he's been amazing. I feel like
the 68 wins though is the
1972, and I was like, wait, when did Bill Russell stop? I was like, was that the end of his bill? No, exactly.
69.
Good
69.
real phone. 69. So, but who was on that team podcast?
Oh, Big Red, Dave Cowens.
Yup, ding, ding, ding. So he's crushing this random trivia quiz.
JoJo White.
Coach's quiz. It's all just trivia, really.
JoJo White.
Yup, ding, ding, ding. You can name a couple.
Havlicek was still playing. So John Havlicek.
Ding, ding, ding. We can just stop. You just keep going, man. But
I know a guy that was a head coach with the Warriors years ago. What the hell's his name? Don.
You got it. I'm gonna give you a ding.
Wait, what's his last name? Nelson. Don Nelson.
Dude. I just had to give him the the end. Did you get that? Did we get that?
There's a few others.
But right now, all I had to give was Paul was the yes, sir. You're nailing all of them, and you're answering the question before I asked it. It's getting to another place for prediction P. I can't really handle
been on a few of these quizzes.
Yeah, I know. You were started doing the second question and you're just nailing them off. If you do one more, you are officially the best, one of the best fans, if not the best Celtics fan that I personally know.
Best fan. Let's go.
You might be number one anyway, but like
I'm a Murph.
You are, but no. You're podcast P. You are Paul Murph.
Cozy.
Huh?
I'm cozy.
Do you said koozie? Wait, what?
No, I said I'm cozy.
You are cozy P. I know my koozie. It's like 19. That was back with him.
All right. What's the question?
No, one more, bro. You gotta.
You want me to get?
More.
You want me to get one more player?
I didn't know any of these names. I knew the Chaney, Dončić. Oh, no, I blew it.
72.
I blew it. Did you say John Chaney? You didn't.
No.
Don Chaney. You said Dave Cowens, though.
Yeah.
You said John Havlicek.
Yep.
You said JoJo White.
Yep. Don Nelson.
You said Don Nelson. These other names are tough.
Oh, I know who's on there still. Is Tommy still playing? Tommy Heinsohn's still playing, right?
Oh, I'm gonna give it. Not you can't take it's. Oh, you can't.
He's a coach.
He's a coach.
Yeah. He was the head coach.
Yes, coach.
Tommy
I just said it before. Podcast ball was just about to say coach, and I said at the same time almost.
Coach.
But yes, no, he was the coach. I had no idea he was coaching then.
Yeah.
So that gives you another. That's not it though. If you have to name another player, but you're not gonna.
I gotta name another player.
It's fine. You're not gonna. It's cool. I'll give you a first name, Hank. If you last name,
I don't know.
Finkel.
Yeah, I'm not kidding that.
Steve Kuberski, Mark Miner, Tom Sanders, Paul
These
Silas.
guys had the Silas.
Might have known him.
Silas.
Yeah. And then here's another name you might Art Williams.
Okay.
So but you just nailed that. You're still
68 wins for that team.
Yep. Now that's just going to the
well,
wins.
I can tell you who had the second most wins.
I went into how many wins. What are the most of all time? You know what they are. The two teams. Everybody does.
Yeah, the Bulls, 72 wins.
And
the Warriors.
Yeah, that's simple. So then I went to more at 60, and I'm just going to keep it simple.
But you know what? On that Warriors team,
congratulations.
Before the quiz, thank you.
Yes.
Is if you look at our advanced stats, as they say, we have better stats or the same type of stats as that Warriors team that almost won as many as the Bulls.
So do you know what we land?
But I don't think they won the championship that year.
Land.
I don't like that.
Where do we land in the? I just put my 5 up. We're 5th in this year. This year's 5th on the list of best of all time.
I know who's number 2.
Who? What years?
2008.
Yep. So there you go, man. There's a list of 5. We'll move on from there. We're getting a little crazy with that, but I just want to get some love. And I was gonna do another one, but I'm not feeling that quiz. We'll move on to something else. What are you thinking?
Question.
Yes, sir.
Back to Miami and Boston. We can't help ourselves.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy coming back in this series?
I know that's something I didn't even look up yet because I don't know how
Jimmy Butler. I know we're sitting here going, "Oh, this is great. We got this."
Yeah. Good job, podcast.
No playoff, Jimmy.
Way to get us back on the rails, bro. You're always good at getting this train back on track. All right, Jimmy.
No playoff, Jimmy. We got this. Which is always scary.
It's only a knee injury. That's the thing. This
MCL. They said he's out for a week.
Yeah, no, MCL is not. You can tear your MCL and play through it, man. That's all the tough. They used to play through.
So we're gonna have to monitor that, folks.
No, so he's gonna be back. I'm looking at it now.
All right.
It's just a knee injury. They don't say if it's torn. So if
they said he was out for weeks, but you just never know on that stuff, right?
Ooh, they're nailing him right now in the news. An aging star with his knee. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, Terry Rozier out with his neck injury.
But I will say this: if this was last year's,
they're being very mysterious.
Exactly. So again, it's going to get weird, wacky, and weird like usual. But
he strained his MCL. It's probably a minor strain. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to guess right now. That's all I'm getting.
So we'll see him. You think?
Yeah, that would be.
We got to.
We got to like game 5.
Come on. Let's see playoff Jimmy.
If we go up, I'm not saying sweep. We're up 2. We were already up. I'm not gonna. They were up 3 on us. I'm not going there. I'm not.
Here's the difference with this year's squad versus
I would like to see him, Jimmy Buckets, in there because we want that.
You know? We definitely want it.
Yeah.
And red flags last year, right?
Yeah.
Remember we would lose games when the star player was out. It was like clockwork. Whenever a star player was out last year, we'd lose the game by like 20 points, 30 points. Like what the hell? Because we weren't up for the game. This year's team, if there's one strength, they've had a few of these losses to like really good teams, but the below 500 are the teams that you should kind of like put your guard down on. They never did that this year.
No,
so
that was a big bad habit they fixed.
The Celtics
fixed all their bad habits, really, for me.
They should not have their guard because Jimmy's out. But I'm sorry for what the Heat did to you last year. If you're not mentally prepared for this series, you better not be overlooking the Heat. I'd be shocked. Because that would be the only reason we lose this series is they're not taking the Heat seriously. And they did that last year.
Yep, it's on. So that's, we could cover a lot more, but
that's it.
Yeah. Because we're going to see you next week.
Yeah.
We're all over the place there. We're excited.
We're very excited.
Yeah, it was fun.
Because the real season is starting. And it's okay to be excited. How
long has it been?
I mean, the production got a little weird. Tatum fell down the wall.
No. There's signs everywhere. There's signs.
It's okay. We got a thumbs down from the.
Look, what happens?
That guest was out there.
You fall down, you get back up. You fall down, you get back up.
Some mysterious guest jumped on our YouTube, gave us a thumbs down. It's okay.
Oh, no. Did you that you hit a thumbs down?
No, I did not do that.
Oh, then I did it. I probably did it because I'm an idiot.
No, it was a mysterious guest.
I'm still impressed with how I got this to hang from my ceiling. So anyway,
it was probably Ted.
Let's wrap it up unless you got something else to talk about.
That's it, man. Take us out of here.
Yeah. And
let's get ready for the playoffs, man.
So there's nothing more to say besides, when we got to get a little send off. Is that it?
Send us out like you always do, man.
I think there's something else we got to talk. No, there's something.
We're done.
We're done. We're done. What else do I want to say? No, there is something I forgot, but it doesn't matter.
Save it for next pod.
We'll save it. Yeah, we'll come to me later. But my calendar over here says, "Rule your own roost." When do you ever see that? I flip my calendar today and I get a little sayings. Rule your own roost. I love that. Just little sayings like this. But keeping it simple. Being carefree today. Be carefree and calm, as Paul and I were saying just today. Just today, have some fun. Look what we're doing here. We're having a couple big kids having fun. Let's go, Tim. That's not falling down. Unity. You can't. I got a whole bunch of stuff under here, but it all comes down to. You think I don't get surprises? Peace, love. Sign them up, all in the
Green Machine.
See you soon, guys.
It is time. Just two Murphs. Folks, enjoy the beginning of the playoffs. We'll be back on once this train keeps rolling. But until then, we're out of here.
Elevator down.